Welcome to the all-new Sports Visions on Bounce TV and to our worldwide web viewers on www.sportsvisions USA. Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend and traveling partner, Dale Williams. How are you, sir?
What's going on, player?
Man, you ready to hit the road?
Man, I'm ready to call the airport. Man, I'm ready to fly out of here right now, player.
Yes, sir. Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to tell you why we're ready to fly out of here because college football season is official. It is on and popping. And we're going to have an opportunity to preview the games for, of course, today, as for Saturday, with regards to Auburn, Alabama, Georgia Tech, and, of course, the University of Georgia. And they're going to let us know, and they've already let us know who their quarterback's going to be. I tell you what, man, we're looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it, man. Not just with Georgia, everybody in the Southeast. It is football time.
We'll be right back after this.
Take a deep breath in and exhale. And a gentle wave-like motion. Liberate your spine. Good. And reach, toes blossoming.
Not that great at yoga.
Yeah, but when I slipped a disc, he paid my claim before I knew it.
So he had your back.
Yep.
In just one day, we approve and pay. One day pay, only from Aflac.
If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, come see us at Express Motors, 1210 14th Street, Phoenix City, Alabama. Or give us a call, 334-384-9101, with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. In-house financing, the right vehicle at the right price for you. We don't want all your business, just yours. Come see us, 1210 14th Street, Phoenix City, Alabama, or go online, www.expressmotorspc.com. Hello, football fans. Coming up August 31st, our college football picks of the week. And that's right, it's brought to you by our good friends from Mercedes-Benz of Columbus.
Each week during the 2015 college football season, Sports Vision will pick 7 of the top college games around the SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, and the Pac-12. Viewers in the Chattahoochee Valley will stop by Mercedes-Benz of Columbus to fill out their pick forms and receive a free test drive voucher. The form must be turned in before 12 o'clock on game day. The customer with the most winning picks will win a complimentary prize brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Columbus. The winner automatically qualifies for the grand prize, round-trip ticket for 2 to the SEC Championship game in Atlanta, Georgia. So stop by Mercedes-Benz of Columbus to fill out your form.
Can't stand the heat? Get off the test track. Get the Mercedes-Benz you've been burning for at the summer event going on now at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. Hurry before this opportunity cools off. Crown Royal Black. Bold as bourbon, smooth as Crown.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. It's the time we've all been waiting for. We've been waiting for it for quite some time, but we finally get the opportunity to preview these upcoming college football games.
It seems like it's been a long wait, DJ, but we're ready to roll, player.
Absolutely. Let's start right off the bat with Auburn. And, of course, we go into the Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic, Auburn against Louisville. Right off the bat, let me just let you know something, everybody. The University of Georgia has 3 former defensive backs that are going to be playing in this game. How ironic is that when you talk about 2 starters from Louisville and 1 in the Auburn secondary?
I mean, that's going to be big, DJ, and Gus has no problem probably looking at game film of Louisville defense, knowing and probably real familiar with Todd Grantham's defense. But all those DBs, I don't know if that's good or bad, but we do know that Louisville will have an experienced secondary, and it's going to be an interesting game.
Well, I know Shaq and Harvey Clemens are going to do their thing for Louisville, but Matthews on the other side, man, what a talent out of Noonan.
Was great talent, you know. Again, Georgia losing a whole secondary to Louisville. Todd Grantham again being there, but it's going to be an interesting game, and I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, DJ.
Well, I don't know about that because Jeremy Johnson is my guy. I know you think a lot of him, and again, when you talk about a guy that has that much talent in an offense that's that productive, we're looking for this guy to make some things happen on a national scale.
But, you know, when I say low-scoring, DJ, anything under 30 for Gus Malzahn's offense, that's a low-scoring game. But if Gus, you know, and Jeremy, everybody has great anticipation and really got a very high expectation for Jeremy Johnson. I think he's going to do his thing. The offense will be unraveled, and at the same time, Gus is going to put some points on the board, but I think one of the other thing, the other storyline is going to be Will Muschamp's defense. Has Auburn gotten better on defense?
Yeah, I want to see what Muschamp do against Petrino's offense because, again, Petrino runs a pro-style offense, and, of course, Teddy Bridgewater, who was his quarterback at Louisville a couple of years ago, he didn't play for Petrino, but that's the kind of production, that's the kind of offense that the kind of production they're going to put on the board. So, going to look forward to that matchup, Petrino and Muschamp.
And really, DJ, history has it every time there's a kickoff classic, Chick-fil-A kickoff classic is a high-scoring game. It's an exciting game. It really comes down to the wire, to the fourth quarter. So this won't be anything different than the other kickoff classic. This is going to be a great game.
Absolutely. And let's go ahead and roll right over to the University of Georgia, where of course, the quarterback question is out. Of course, earlier in the week, Mark Richt went ahead and made his decision. Lampert is the guy that he's going to go with. This is a guy out of Virginia that came in 16 starts under his belt out of the ACC. He's the guy that has 2 years of eligibility left. He's the guy that's a big 6'5", 240-pounder, big arm, disciplined, and very intelligent.
Just what Mark Richt wants. He wants a pro-style quarterback, and at the same time, this guy being 6'4", 6'5", tall guy, veteran guy, got 16 starts on his belt, transferring for Virginia. I really think he sided with this guy because of his experience, but more so that he's a good game manager.
Well, one thing about it, Louisiana Lafayette, let's make no bones about it, that's not going to be the indication of how he plays. I expect him to play well. I expect everybody to play well. Matter of fact, I expect all three teams, first, second, and third strings to play in that game. However, I am glad that Mark made the decision to separate himself now. I feel terrible for those other two quarterbacks because they have been in the program, and I'm hoping that those guys, keep focused and stay the course.
Well, DJ, you just said something. These guys behind them, they're kind of feeling some kind of way right now, I'm sure. But at the same time, we got to keep a close watch of this. Hopefully, some of these kids will get a chance to play. And really, I still think they're still in a quarterback race. I think really, even in the same sense that this guy, Lampton, has been basically he's been assigned as a quarterback. But I don't think that deal is over with. And I think really they might go a two-quarterback system. And these guys are going to get some snaps, too.
Absolutely. And, of course, we're expecting big things out of that Jeremy Pruitt-led defense. Let's talk about Alabama opening up on the road, of course, out in Jerry's world against Wisconsin, a team that traditionally is a downhill running team. And I know that nobody's just going to run over an Alabama defense.
No, this is not going to happen. But one thing about Wisconsin doesn't hide what they're going to do. They're going to line up man to man. They're going to grind. They're going to run. They're going to try to get their running game established. But at the same time, Nick Saban and his guys, they look forward to stopping him and showing people that he does have a good defense. The Reggie Rutland piece, we're going to see how good this guy is. To Sean, all these linemen, all these guys, all these DBs, this is going to be a physical game right
Absolutely.
here, DJ.
And you know the big decision there is that, we didn't know who the quarterback is going to be, but obviously, it's going to come out in the fire of the game on Saturday. All right, congratulations to Paul Johnson and his Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, of course, knocking off Alcorn State. And, again, Justin Thomas, the quarterback, is a young magician. He's everybody's all-ACC quarterback. He's my early All-American quarterback. But, again, starting out against Alcorn State, I guess that's an early scrimmage.
That's an early scrimmage, DJ, but, again, it shows signs of depth. They're playing all these players. And really, it's good to start off a season with a game like that because, again, you can kind of reward those second-string guys, those third-string guys, some freshmen that get an opportunity to play. So I think really they're on the way. But the Justin Thomas piece, that's going to be a piece to watch. And, again, DJ, I still think that Georgia Tech and Auburn are the teams that you better watch out for.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our Mercedes-Benz pick of the week.
Alabama against Wisconsin. Auburn will play Louisville in the Georgia Dome. Georgia plays University of Louisiana Monroe. Georgia Tech played Alcorn State this week. Texas against Notre Dame. Virginia Tech against Ohio State. And Michigan against Utah. And don't forget to stop by Mercedes-Benz of Columbus to fill out your picks of the week form and receive a really nice gift of test driving a Mercedes-Benz.
Now let's take a look at our Black College matchups for the week, brought to you by our good friends at Mel and Abe's.
Sports Vision is sponsored by Aflac, Crown Royal, Express Motors, Diverse Powers.
Hi, I'm Dale Williams with Sports Visions. And if you want to watch Sports Visions 24/7 or even earlier before the show, all you have to do is log on to My Sports Visions USA. Just log on YouTube, My Sports Visions USA.
Scott Sawyer with Diverse Power. Diverse Power wants our customers to enjoy all the benefits that reliable, consistent electric service provides. Our BPI certified technicians offer duct blaster testing of your HVAC ductwork to locate leaks. We also offer a full blower door examination that will qualify homeowners and home builders to meet the new Energy Code building standards. At Diverse Power, we offer innovation through vision, quality through service.
Take a deep breath in and exhale. And a gentle wave-like motion. Liberate your spine. Good. And reach, toes blossoming.
Not that great at yoga.
Yeah, but when I slipped a disc, he paid my claim before I knew it.
So he had your back.
Yep.
In just one day, we approve and pay. One day pay, only from Aflac.
Get ready for the second annual Whitewater Classic as the Golden Rams of Albany State collide with the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Saturday, September 12th at Phoenix City's Garrett Harrison Stadium. Go to PCWhitewaterClassic.com or call 334-448-2856 for ticket information.
4 of the top 5 Marriott golf courses are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail in Alabama. Ross Bridge, Grand National, Capitol Hill, and the Grand Hotel were named their favorite golf resorts by guests of Marriott and Renaissance Hotels of North America. 4 out of 5 is a pretty good average. Take it from those who've been there and book a trip to the trail. Call 800-949-4444 or visit rtjgolf.com.
Stop by these locations to pick up your free copy of Sports Visions magazine. Hilton Garden Inn, Chester's Barbecue, and Express Motors.
The Sports Vision, I'm joined by Mr. College Football himself, Mr. Tony Barnhart. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. It was good to have our little annual meeting and get together. Let's go right at it. Talk to me a little bit about the SEC storylines this year, you think?
Well, I think a lot of people want to know is a team like Tennessee, with all those young players and all those young recruits, are they ready for prime time? Are they ready to break through? Or is it still going to be Georgia? And the media kind of likes Georgia, and I kind of like Georgia. I think that's it. I think people here wanted to know about Auburn and Alabama. What's the gap between those two programs? Can Alabama win it again, or is Auburn with a quarterback they really like? Are they ready to move forward? And how's the SEC West going to finish? I mean, the SEC West is this year as balanced as I've ever seen it.
I mean, really, I guess the best thing I could see is that, I think the Journal Constitution said they believe Georgia and Auburn will be in the SEC championship game. Talk to me a little bit about the Auburn piece and Gus. I thought Gus had a spirit on him like he could play tomorrow, and he just couldn't wait to get on the field because he has a good team.
Well, he looked very comfortable when he was talking to us. He really did. And with that offense, I can totally understand that. I mean, not only Jeremy Johnson, but a wide receiver in Duke Williams, who's as good as anybody in the country, deep stable of running backs, veteran offensive line. Question about Auburn is what kind of impact is Will Muschamp going to have in the first year? I mean, what kind of impact can any coach have on a defense that really struggled last year? I think he'll have a significant impact with a lot of starters back. And if Auburn can just be pretty good on defense, they're going to win a lot of football games.
All right, let's talk about the SEC West. I mean, you got great teams from top to bottom. Who do you think is going to be the surprise team and the team that you don't want to you don't want to eliminate them from the start?
The team that you don't want to play is Arkansas. An offensive line that weighs on average about 320 pounds, 2,000-yard running backs, a quarterback in Brandon Allen who's getting a little bit better each day. And they finished on a high note the way that they played. They are a tough out because nobody plays quite like they do. And even if you beat them, you're kind of beat up when the game's over. So I'm anxious to see what Arkansas is going to do.
All right, well, let's move to the SEC East. You know, you talk about the Georgia being there. You talk about the Tennessee piece. I'm kind of scared of that Tennessee piece. To see if these guys can play up to the ability that they're supposed to, I think Tennessee, you got to watch them.
Well, you do. I mean, the 2 top 5 recruiting classes in the last 2 years. They've picked up a couple of really nice pieces on offense. A kid in Alvin Kamara, who's from Georgia, who started at Alabama, is now at Tennessee. They'll add a dimension to him they haven't had in terms of speed. A proven quarterback in Joshua Dobbs, another Georgia kid who is playing really well, and a defense who had trouble stopping the run last year, but I think is going to be better. You know, Georgia goes to Tennessee. 2 years ago up there, Tennessee probably should have beaten Georgia. So I think it's going to be, if Georgia stumbles, the door is going to open and Tennessee could walk through it a year early.
Okay, all right. Prediction time. Who you got coming out the West and who you got coming out the East and playing in Atlanta for the SEC championship?
Well, I got Alabama coming out of the West. I know that I just think the way that they've recruited, they got a lot of issues. They got to figure out a quarterback. They got to rebuild the offensive line, but I like them. Over in the East, I just think Georgia, on paper, is clearly the best team. Veteran offensive line, deep stable of running backs. I mean, Georgia will find a quarterback. I'm not concerned about that. The thing that concerns me most is can Malcolm Mitchell stay healthy at wide receiver. If he can stay healthy, he gives them the big play guy that they really need on that side. And I think the defense, second year under Jeremy Pruitt, I think people are going to be very pleased with that defense.
And closing this interview out, right now, I know it's early.
Yeah.
Who's your Final Four?
You know what? I think you got to look by conferences. I think you got to believe that the SEC champion will be there. I think you got to believe that Ohio State will be there. You got to believe, I think, pretty sure that somebody out of the Big 12, after what happened last year, that if TCU goes undefeated, they're going to be there. So then that really comes down to the Pac-12 and the ACC. You know, Florida State's not as good as they have been the last couple of years, but Clemson's going to be really good. So I think those three for sure, with the Pac-12 and the ACC battling out for the 4th spot.
All right. Thank you, Tony, once again for our annual report and meeting. Hope to see you around the whole season, and good luck to you.
All right, my friend.
All right. That's all we got. Sports Vision. We'll be right back.
Sports Vision is sponsored by Aflac, Crown Royal, Express Motors, Diverse Powers, Hilton Garden Inn, Chick-fil-A, Columbus Tech, Chester's Barbecue, ENS.
Hi, I'm Philip Davitt with ENS Men's Clothing Warehouse. We'd like to say thank you, Columbus and the Bi-City area, for 20 great years on Macon Road in the heart of Columbus. We're inviting you out to our 20th anniversary sale with bigger savings and deals than ever before.
To help show our appreciation, ENS is offering complete suit and tux packages only $99. Jackets, pants, shirts, and ties, a $199 value for just $99. Find us on Facebook for details on how to win a suit or tux package. Come celebrate our 20th anniversary. ENS, where you get more for a whole lot less.
Hello, football fans. Coming up August 31st, our college football picks of the week. And that's right, it's brought to you by our good friends from Mercedes-Benz of Columbus.
Each week during the 2015 college football season, Sports Vision will pick 7 of the top college games around the SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, and the Pac-12. Viewers in the Chattahoochee Valley will stop by Mercedes-Benz of Columbus to fill out their pick forms and receive a free test drive voucher. The form must be turned in before 12 o'clock on game day. The customer with the most winning picks will win a complimentary prize brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Columbus. The winner automatically qualifies for the grand prize, round-trip ticket for 2 to the SEC championship game in Atlanta, Georgia. So stop by Mercedes-Benz of Columbus to fill out your form.
The Mercedes-Benz summer event is here. Now get the unmistakable thrill and the incredible rush of the Mercedes-Benz you've always wanted. But you better get here fast.
Yay, Daddy's here.
Here you go, honey.
Thank you.
Because a good thing like this won't last forever. See your authorized dealer for an incredible offer on the exhilarating C300 Sports Sedan. But hurry, offers end soon.
Departure, arrival, search, post, chat, check in. New foods, new fun, new favorites. All right, new clients. Don't stop there. Explore, discover, connect, grow, celebrate, work, live, play. At Hilton Garden Inn, we know you'll love our cook-to-order breakfast, first-rate amenities, and award-winning service. So count on us to give you all the ways to make the most of every stay. Hilton Garden Inn. It's better at the Garden.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. It's time for us to do our Atlanta Falcons report. And as of Tuesday, September 1st, of course, the first the cut downs, they had to get down, the Falcons and the rest of the league had to get down to 75 players. And I know for the first time in a long time, a lot of those young men that have been playing will take off their uniforms for the very last time in their football careers.
Yeah, it seemed like they got to cut down to 75. You know, they're going to, do that. They got to do that. And then at the same time, I've been real impressed with what I've seen. Again, I keep going back to the defense, the team defense, and their defensive line has really been improved up to this point. And like I've kept hearing the announcers say, they've simplified, Dan Quinn has simplified the way they rush. There's not a whole lot of thinking. It's just a whole lot of playing. And I think they found him a player with the Claiborne dude.
Absolutely. And Thursday night against the Baltimore Ravens, obviously those reps were much needed. I wish that the first team, defense and offense, could have played all three quarters. However, I know that for the sake of getting everybody ready and trying to make a decision on this next cut, which will be down to the 53-man roster the week before the opening game on Monday night against Philadelphia. But the Falcons, as good as they've been on defense, I've been disappointed on the offensive side because they have not kept Matt Ryan clean. And you know what? As if Matt Ryan is not going to be in that pocket and protected, I have no confidence that the Atlanta Falcons can come out with victorious.
I agree with you, DJ. And again, even playing these exhibition games, you got to look at the running game. We know Matt Ryan can throw the ball 40 times, but it does not turn out good for the Atlanta Falcons. Like you said, they're not keeping him clean. He's going to be nicked up, beat up. And I think one of the biggest thing they got to find a running game real fast. And congratulations out to Julio Jones, who DJ on his new deal.
Got the big money, got 71 and some millions committed to him over the next 4 or 5 years. And again, we know how great he can be. But at the same time, if Matt Ryan is not in the pocket and protected, that's $71+ million that just hanging out on each boundary.
And really what we found out last year, Julio's a baller, but he get nicked up and beat up also because again, you're trying to force the ball in, you're trying to get things done. I'm real concerned with the offense right now, but like I said, the way that they're playing team defense, getting to the football, getting turnovers, and with their special team playing like they're doing, creating those turnovers into the points, that's going to be big for the Atlanta Falcons.
It is going to be big. And, again, you can't not talk about the Atlanta Falcons without talking about their return game, and they have one of the best in the game. A little nicked up with a bad turf toe right now, but expect for Devin Hester to be really, really key in the Falcons as far as in the scheme of things with returning kicks because that's an offensive play, and he can take it the distance from anywhere on the field on kickoff returns and punt returns.
That's right. Again, like I said, basically one thing I like about Dan Quinn, he has brought that Seattle Seahawks template to the Atlanta Falcons. Good defense, get turnovers, make turnovers, have great special teams. I think that's real good. And really, one thing about Matt Ryan, he has been a good ball manager, but at the same time, we got to get some running game from somewhere. We don't need him throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game.
Well, one thing is for sure, preseason is over. It's time to turn it up and rise up. We'll be right back after this.
Stop by these locations to pick up your free copy of Sports Visions magazine. Hilton Garden Inn, Chester's Barbecue, and Express Motors.
Take a deep breath in and exhale. And a gentle wave-like motion. Liberate your spine. Good. And reach, toes blossoming.
Not that great at yoga.
Yeah, but when I slipped a disc, he paid my claim before I knew it.
So he had your back.
Yep.
In just one day, we approve and pay. One-day pay, only from Aflac.
Hi, I'm Dale Williams with Sports Visions. And if you want to watch Sports Visions 24/7 or even earlier before the show, all you have to do is log on to my Sports Vision USA. Just log on YouTube, my Sports Visions USA.
Scott Sawyer with Diverse Power. Diverse Power wants our customers to enjoy all the benefits that reliable, consistent electric service provides. Our BPI certified technicians offer duct blaster testing of your HVAC ductwork to locate leaks. We also offer a full blower door examination that will qualify homeowners and home builders to meet the new Energy Code building standards. At Diverse Power, we offer innovation through vision, quality through service.
Crown Royal Black. Bold as bourbon, smooth as Crown.
And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Visions. Man, I tell you, I'm always excited to see Mr. College Football. Tony Barnhart, he's been a friend for a long, long time, and we're just fortunate to have him be a part of our show.
He's a big-time guy, really very fortunate. We had a relationship with this guy since Sports Vision started. He's always consistent and always accessible.
Absolutely. High school football in full effect. Congratulations, by the way, to one of the top players that I think he's going to be one of the top running backs in the region this year, Caleb Watts. Over 225 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns in Northside's victory. And you know what? We're looking forward to Frank Watts' baby boy doing his thing this year.
That's right. Caleb had a great game against Kendrick. Hopefully, he'll have more great games, but really got games and players all over the Chattahoochee Valley. And I know one game is coming up this week that's going to be a big-time game from around here. It's the Brookstone and Columbus High School game.
Absolutely. And while we're doing that, I want to make sure that we give a big shout-out to all the folks at the Heritage Bowl. Of course, the Carver Spencer annual game, a tremendous showing of fans. Man, there were as many fans at this game as there are at the college football classics that are played here in town. But, big shout out to both Carver and Spencer alumni. What a tremendous show of festivities. Also, congratulations to Pierre Coffey, the head coach of Spencer. For the last 7 or 8 years, the game's been over at halftime. Carver's been just that strong. Spencer actually led 7-0 into the third quarter. And again, I know not losing is no victories and a loss, but at least we saw some promise and some good things may be coming for those Green Waves and Pierre Coffey with their season this year.
Well, one thing I learned about it, it's a classic right now, but I think it's going to get back to a rivalry. Just give this guy a little time. The game's going to be a little bit more competitive.
Carver goes to 2-0. Of course, 21-7, they beat Spencer. They came back to beat them. And, again, a lot of great high school football that we're looking forward to, a lot of great players that we're looking to credit. Congratulations to the Central Red Devils coming off of their first loss the week of the season and, beating up on Harris County of all people. Was that 46-6?
It was a beating.
Who'd have thunk that?
It was a beating. And really, I still think Central, in that Class 6 region, in the region that they're in, they play big-time football from the Auburns to the Opelika to the Smith Station to Carver, Montgomery. That is a tough division.
All right. That's going to do it for all the time we have for today's show. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball.
Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you.